Hey everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today it is time for our Blacksmithing Level 53 quest. Minion Roulette for today is giving us the Pudgy Puck. Hello there. Alright, Fremondain, what do you got for us today? Fremondain is fretting about Baroness Lorice. A pleasant morning to you, Mistress Lancy. I trust you are well rested. Good, good. Well to business. Milady's armor is in a pitiful state. Take her Kairos. The plates are sturdy, but the joints have rusted. The fault is ours for not taking better care of it, but if it falls apart while my mistress is fighting... Yet she cares not. In fact, she is going out to train all the more often now that the grand tourney draws near. Just the other day, I thought her resting only to find a note saying she had gone beastkin hunting near Falcon's Nest, alone. She even said she would do it again further north. Good God, then what if she has gone today? She could be in terrible danger, and of all the times, I cannot leave the shop to look for her. Mistress Lancy, you're an adventurer, yes? Then please, find her. Find her now. Oh dear. Fremondain, you care a lot about her. It is very respectable and very honorable, especially considering how hard at times her family has fallen on now that you have to pick up a second job to make ends meet not just for her, but not just for yourself, but for her as well. That is a lot, actually. Alright, let's go find her. Hopefully she is still in Falcon's Nest. Let's go give her some support so that she can be at least safe while she's out here. She seems too strong-willed for us to be able to convince her to go back, so we'll just have to make sure she has the equipment she needs to be safe. Okay, so a little bit north of Falcon's Nest, right along the frozen river. I don't see her, though. Did not get a glimpse of her on the flyby. Alright then, off we go. Lorice, please be okay. I don't think you wouldn't be okay, but you do seem a little bit on the reckless side according to Fremondain. There you are, and looks like whatever you've been doing out here was a rousing success. Who? Oh, the smith? Why are you here? Ah, of course, the steward would send someone. He need not fret so. House Sturdendair wanted for blades. I gladly volunteered. This patrol earns me money and experience both. Nor was it uneventful. Behold, 3 escaped cut purses. I have just now finished binding them. Why do you stare so, smith? What happened to your armor? It looks rather broken. Nothing escapes you, does it? It couldn't be helped. The rivets holding the plates of my armor together broke during the tussle. It is not meet I enter the tourney without my Kairos, yet the pay for this patrol will not cover repairs, and I cannot ask you to forge rivets for free. No matter, an iron will triumphs over all, as my father used to say. May Helone rest his soul. You may tell Fremondain I am perfectly fine. Now, brigands, up. Yeah, she's just got the straps hanging there. The actual armor is gone. Alright then, I will report back to Fremondain and see you there. Alright, Fremondain. She is very, very capable in combat, it seems, but I'm definitely concerned about her Kairos breaking on her in the middle of combat. Mistress Lancy, did you find her? Is Milady alright? Yeah, she is very, very capable. But she definitely is a little bit too headstrong, I think. No, her Kairos has Helone for Fen. That is her only suit of armor. An iron will triumphs over all. Yes, Sir Gervain was full of such sayings. But what he actually said was, an iron will triumphs over all, when steel armor defends it. My mistress omitted the last part to seem strong in your eyes, no doubt. In truth, she cannot enter the tourney without her Kairos. My lady will need 3 new bags of rivets. Mithrite, I think, would be best. Light and not easily broken, and of the highest quality, if you please. I fear that I am still unable to offer you anything of tangible value. But please, a smith of your reputation would not deny us now, would you? House Gervain remembers her allies, I promise you. Honestly, I'm glad to do it for charity. Alright, so we need to make 3 mithrite rivets. Where are they? Where are they? There they are, level 51. And for these, while we are letting our macro do the crafting for us, what do we actually need for the crafting? Alright, so, in terms of crystals, we need 18 fire crystals. For our gathering, mining in southern Thanalin, we need to get 3 mithril ore. And in Kurthus Western Highlands, we can mine for 15 mithrite sand. Oh, my mistake. I used the wrong macro. Let's try that again. Then when we have that done, we can use blacksmith, armor, or goldsmith level 51 to make 3 mithrite nuggets. And from there we can make our 3 mithrite rivets. That is rather unfortunate that I accidentally used the wrong macro. Let's not worry about it too much. I'm sure it's fine. Hopefully I have enough materials that that's not a big issue. Okay, one more to go. I think I'll have enough materials. I think it's not a big deal that I accidentally used the wrong macro. Because I did find there was an extra recipe on the carpenter log the other day. So I had extra materials for to account for that. And hopefully those extra materials included mithrite rivets. Or at the very least, the mithrite nuggets used to make the mithrite rivets. Because that'll at least fill in the gap. Alright, Fremondain, I have your rivets for you. Have you had any difficulty in fashioning the mithrite rivets, Mr. Slancy? I have not had any. Other than my own bumbling. Why, the craftsmanship is splendid, absolutely splendid. I can make milady's Kairos good as new with ease. Thank you. And thank you for keeping the matter of your recompense, or lack thereof, between us. I'm not trying to deceive my mistress, of course, but I fear she may lose focus if our arrangement is revealed. Her mind must be on the tourney, and I will do all I can to keep her from distraction. Alright. I am more than happy to invest in getting your family, your house back on track. They seem like nice enough people. Alright, now that that is done, I'm gonna go get my materials ready, and we will begin. Sorry, the NPCs just caught my attention. I was curious what they're saying. Anyways, I'll go get my materials ready and we can begin our crafting log for today. Alright, let's start going over the materials we need for blacksmithing today. Starting off the crystals, we need 19 fire shards, 27 wind shards, 1 lightning shard, 12 water shards, 450 fire crystals, 87 wind crystals, 103 earth crystals, 12 lightning crystals, and 57 water crystals. From our time gathering in the Kurthus Central Highlands, we can mine up 6 dark steel ore. In the Churning Mist with Botany, we can get 16 Durranian mistletoe. I can't quite reach that yet with where I am in the main story, so I bought the 16 Durranian mistletoe off the market board. And in the Kurthus Western Highlands, we can use Botany for 7 Kurthan tea leaves. For our regular gathering, We have in Central Shroud, we can use Botany for 4 Cotton Bull. In the South Shroud, we can use Mining for 4 Silver Ore. And Botany for 2 Oak Logs and 4 Flax. In Upper Lenosha, we can use Mining for 12 Electrum Ore and 6 Brimstone. In Western Thanalin, we can use Mining for 28 Iron Ore. In Eastern Thanalin, Mining for 6 Saltpeter. Southern Thanalin, we can mine up 44 Mithril Ore. In Northern Thanalin, we can mine up 25 Grenade Ash, 6 Cobalt Ore, and 2 Basilisk Eggs. In the Kurthus Western Highlands, we can use Botany for 6 Rainbow Cotton Bull, as well as 55 Cedar Logs and 1 Cedar Branch. We can also, in Kurthus Western Highlands, use Mining for 205 Mithrite Sand, 140 Mithrite Ore, and 6 Dragon Obsidian. In the Churning Mist, I forget if this is something I have access to at this particular moment, but if not, I bought it off the market board. In the Churning Mist, we can mine up 5 Hard Silver Sand. In the Ravanian Forelands, we can mine up 125 Titanium Ore, 16 Dravanian Spring Water, and use Botany for 29 Dark Chestnut Logs. Next up, drops from enemies. We can fight wyverns in the southwestern regions of the Dravanian Forelands for 18 wyvern skins. We can fight gelato on the frozen shores of the, what's it called? Bane Pool in Kurthus Western Highlands for 33 gelato flesh. We can fight dire mites or bane mites in North Shroud for 2 dire mite web. We can fight Dalmals in the Sea of Clouds, just east of Camp Cloudtop. And that will get us 12 Dalmal hides. We can fight Archaeornis on the southern shores of Banepool in Kurthus Western Highlands for 3 Archaeornis skin. And then finally, we have our Grand Company trades. For 4,400 Grand Company seals, we can get 22 Pudding Flesh. And for 200 Grand Company seals, we can get 1 Aqueous Whetstone. That should be all the gathering we need to do, so next up is pre-crafts. And let's see, as a carpenter at level 51, we can make 11 cedar lumber. At level 54, we can make 5 dark chestnut lumber. As a blacksmith, armor, or goldsmith at level 38, 36, and 34 respectively, we can make 1 mithril ingot. As a blacksmith or armorer at level 42, we can make 3 cobalt ingots. As a blacksmith or armorer at level 50, we can make 2 dark steel nuggets. At level 51, 41 mithrite nuggets. At level 51, 4 mithrite rivets. At level 52, 35 mithrite ingots. And at level 54, 25 titanium nuggets. And then at level 54, 4 titanium rivets. Moving on to goldsmith. At level 23, we can make 1 silver ingot. At level 40, 2 basilisk whetstones. At level 42, we can make 3 electrum ingots. At level 54, we can make 1 hard silver nugget. Moving on to leatherworker, at level 51, we can make 1 Archaeornis leather. And at level 52, we can make 6 wyvern leathers. At level 54, we can make 4 Dalmal leathers. Moving on to weaver, at level 23, we can make 1 craft of dew thread for 2 total. At level 51, we can make 2 crafts of rainbow thread for 4 total. And then at level 51, we can make 2 rainbow cloth. Moving on to alchemist, at level 29, we can make 2 linseed oil. At level 32, we can make 2 black fire sand. At level 51, we can make 11 void glue. And at level 52, we can make 8 crafts of holy water for 24 total. Finally, without holy water, we can now make as carpenter at level 52 we can make 10 holy cedar lumber. And as a weaver at level 52, we can make 2 holy rainbow cloth. That should be everything we need for all of the level 53 and 54 crafts as blacksmith, including the collectible we're going to be making today, which we'll be getting to shortly. Alright, that is all of our level 53 and 54 crafts done, or at least for the standard crafts. Lots of item level 133 weapons, and some item level 125 weapons as well. Which means improvements all around for all of our jobs, because those are officially better than the binding coils weapons we've already had. Not only better item levels, but also we can meld materia to them, which is super important. Also got some new tools for our crafters. Let's see. Carpenter got secondary, blacksmith got secondary, armor secondary. Lots of secondary tools all around, including for gatherers. I'll go ahead and deal with melding on my own time, I think. My plan for melding the crafter and gatherer tools is maximize crafting points / gathering points for crafters / gatherers respectively. I talk with my hands and sometimes I hit my microphone and I'm sorry about that. Oops. But yeah, try to max out crafting points and gathering points for crafters and gatherers respectively. And then with leftover spots for materia, try to get my 2 other crafting and gathering stats roughly equal. So craftsmanship and control, I want them to be roughly equal, or for gatherers, it would be gathering and perception. Keeping those roughly even just feels like a good idea. I don't really have much logic to it. It's just a way to keep, it's just a way that I can focus my melds so that I'm not just throwing whatever on there. Alright, let's finish off today by making our collectible, which is going to be level 54, the rarefied mithrite half-heart saw. Let's macro craft you real quick. And then we can go deliver it to a collectible appraiser. Probably, let's do the Limsa appraiser since I have free teleports to Limsa. And that'll give us a nice chunk of script that I'll probably end up spending on materia, honestly. We have all the other rewards that are currently available that we want from the script, so not really much else to spend it on besides materia. Eventually there will be more rewards from script, but materia is not a bad reward to get. So what was it called? The Rarefied Mithrite Half-Heart Saw? Gosh, that's a name. Alright, let's make our way over, make the delivery. I thought that was a Tonby for a moment. But no. No, that's a Stubby. There's a Nier Automata crossover in this game at some point. We'll get to it eventually. Very cute to see the Stubby. I love Nier Automata. Though, I am also absolutely a Nier hipster. The original Nier on PS3, Xbox 360, got a remake on PS4. It is a fucking travesty that that game gets passed over in favor of Automata. The original Nier is so goddamn good. More people need to play it. I'm so glad that people got into the Nier series through Automata. I'm so glad that it became more, like, widely accessible to people. But, like, y'all have got to play the original. It's so good. Alright. We got our 54 crafter script. I'll go ahead and deal with melding materia on my own time. Figure that out. And next time on Final Fantasy XIV, now that our crafting is done for today, next time we're going to be taking care of our next armorer quest. I will see everyone next time for that.